right, folks. Welcome back to the Creative People Show, and I have with me my friend Kerry Miller, who is a comedian, a ventriloquist, which is a big word for plays with dolls, and
Go ahead. I'm not going to interrupt
he's also
you.
a singer. He didn't want me to say that, but
No.
he does sing very well.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't
My
sing?
characters sing.
Oh, his characters sing
Yes.
when he does the ventriloquism. All right. He's also the co-founder of a group called Wellness for Warriors, and he is the volunteer manager at Cox Health. Welcome to the show, Kerry.
Thank you, Stephen Brown.
Uh,
I've been looking forward to this for many months.
yeah, you're a busy man, hard to nail down.
It has been a busy summer, that's
I
for
know.
sure.
Did you finish your school?
Third grade, it's been a long journey. No, I'm working on my master's. I still have to defend my final big paper.
Thesis? Yeah.
So that's coming on.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm just waiting to hear back from them when they can all get together.
Right. So that's
And
the
then
last
I'll be
thing.
done and have my
Nice.
master's in religious
You'll
studies.
be a master.
A master of disaster.
Well, we've known each other for a few years now. We met, where did we meet?
It was at a program for, it was a veteran concert of some sort,
Yeah.
where we were raising awareness and money for veteran homelessness.
Right. Yeah, we both did a bit in a show, for lack of a better term. I sang and played guitar, and he played guitar. And did you have a character then?
Yeah, I did. I had Ricky Jr. with me.
Yeah.
No, I had Ricky with me for that
Was
very
that Ricky?
first one.
Yeah,
Ricky before he retired.
Yeah. How many characters do you have now?
Well, I
All
brought
over.
the whole total. We got about like 15 to 20. And
Wow.
I've got some that have been donated I haven't cleaned up yet.
Yeah.
And then my big character that you've seen needs brain surgery. So he's not with me today.
Oh. You see my character, Elephant?
Yeah.
I forget what my wife calls him. Anyway, if you notice, my wife likes elephants. Anyway, so we put him there, and he's hugging the bee, which is B for Brown.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What do you want to talk about first? Let's talk about Wellness for Warriors first.
Well, first of all, I think we should talk about your birthday today. We're
Oh,
recording this on your birthday, so happy birthday. In fact,
Thank you.
when we do get to my characters, yeah, they would, well, not all of them together, but one of them would like to sing happy birthday.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, but we
I
can
have
do
an
that
idea
later.
who that is.
This is being recorded on 9/11, and
Yes.
so therefore I wore this shirt.
Nice.
20 years ago was when the towers got hit.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Wellness for Warriors.
So I joined Cox Health in 2015 as a volunteer coordinator. Now I'm a manager. I'm not sure if there's a difference there, but
More responsibility.
yes, a lot more responsibility.
Bigger check.
Yes, it is a bigger check. Yeah, they use more paper. The amount's still the same, but they
Yeah.
use more paper. No, on a serious note, when I came to Cox Health in 2015, of course, you know I'm passionate about veterans.
Yes. He is an Army veteran, 10 years?
11 years.
11 years
11 years.
with the U.S. Army.
Yes, and so therefore, as we'll talk about later, some of the things we've done together for veterans.
Yeah.
But I realized we could do more for our veterans, and so I met with Molly Estes, who is
Yeah.
one of our co-founders, and Nancy Prost, who was one of our co-founders, and we were talking about a program that would impact the lives of veterans in our community, but also at Cox Health. We have a lot of National Guard,
Yeah.
Army reservists that work there,
Yeah.
and a lot of veterans that work there. And so we collaborated. Molly's husband's in law enforcement. So she wanted to do this program where it's not just for veterans, but also first responders.
Yes.
And so we started this program in 2016, and it grew between now and prior to COVID. We grew over 700% with veterans and current military and also first responders. It was a continuous growth of, for our staff and also for the community. When COVID hit a year and a half ago, or more now, it did change the dynamics of Wellness for Warriors, but we've internalized our program. So we've been working with our EMS teams,
Yeah.
our air care teams, and a lot of departments within the hospital because of all the challenges we've seen and experienced. So we're still alive and well, just
Yeah.
doing a little bit differently.
Yeah.
And, you know, as we move forward, we're working on a program right now with current military. Also, 9/11 dispatchers just reached out to us recently too, so that's pretty cool. And so, yeah,
You
we're
mean 911?
true 911 dispatchers.
Because
9/11 we're talking about
Yeah,
just a
yeah,
minute
yeah.
ago. But yeah, 911 dispatchers.
I tried to dial 911 on the phone, but I couldn't find the 11 on the phone.
Yeah, I know, it was pretty
11
bad.
number.
Oh my goodness. Well, but we're still moving forward. It's just different now because of COVID.
Yeah.
And so we're.
Didn't you have a chapter in Branson or start one of them
So
started?
we had just started in Branson
Yeah.
when COVID hit. And this was what we do. We talk about 4 pillars of wellness: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And we had just started. We had our second meeting when we had to shut her down. So what we're doing with this new program for current military, that will be here in the Springfield area, but also Branson. And we also collaborated with the YMCA for Monette because we have a big hospital there. And so they have a nice YMCA in Monette.
Oh, yeah.
So this new program that we're working on with current military and even veterans through the VA, we will be able to utilize their
What are
spot.
some of the things you offer, things you talk about to help the veterans and first responders? That's why they call it Wellness for Warriors. It encompasses first responders and military, active duty military, reserves, because we've got a reserve center here in
Yeah.
Springfield, and veterans as well. But what are some of the things that you cover?
So right now, currently what we're doing at the Vet Center in Springfield, Missouri, which is an extension of the VA, we have a yoga class every Monday morning. That afternoon, in collaboration with the Moral Injury Institute, they have a writing class
Yeah.
to help veterans tell their
Yes.
story with Dr. Tommy Good.
Tommy Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then on Wednesday, he hosts, and we help fund the music therapist. But every Wednesday at Drury, they have a guitar therapy class for veterans. We are currently meeting at OTC. We used to meet every Thursday morning and had a Thursday morning class talking about these pillars of wellness. And so we've been meeting once a month at OTC in collaboration with Veterans Upward Bound.
Okay.
We've been doing that. Now we're this month, we're not, because they have a big event at OTC. So we are not meeting, and it would have been next week.
Yeah.
So we're doing a virtual. We'll be on our Facebook page for that. And we'll be talking to Right at Home, which they help veterans that are older but stay at home. And so we're going to be talking about how they impact veterans through their program
Yeah.
as well.
All right. Let's talk about your other extracurricular activities. Your passion. I know that's a passion too. And earlier I said that you were with the U.S. Army for 11 years. And some people don't understand why I say U.S. Army and not just Army, because it could have been, Salvation Army or
Could have been.
or any other country Army. Anyway.
Oh, my.
But he is a comedian, somewhat, and eventually.
It's funny. I was telling a joke the other day, and my characters laughed. So they loved it.
Well, that's good.
One time my character was telling a joke and I laughed.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And ventriloquism. How did you get into that? I know it's been a long time ago, and then you.
What are you trying to say?
Oh,
I'm old?
Well,
That's why I shaved my goatee
if
off.
if the depends fits.
You been talking to my wife? Oh my goodness. Oh, how did I get into what? I forgot what you were talking about.
Ventriloquism.
Oh yeah.
Playing with dolls.
Where does this go?
It's going to be online.
Online. We go everywhere, around the world.
Yeah, it'll be. Six people have watched these.
My brother's a lot like you, and he and I used to do children's church
Yeah.
with puppets. Now you're behind the stage, right, when you're doing puppets, and when we went our separate ways, I love the audience engagement, the laughter, the smiles, and I said I want to keep doing that. And so I reached out. If you recall, how long you been in this area, Steve?
Since '93, since I got out of active duty.
Okay, there was a group down in Branson called the Puppet Palace.
Yeah, yeah.
That was I think only had 2 seasons.
Yeah.
The creator of all their characters, the one that made them, made my first character, Ricky, not Ricky Jr.
Yeah.
Ricky. And Ricky, I had Ricky for 27 years.
Yeah.
And then, so I taught myself ventriloquism. And the first sign I was making progress, I was practicing with my grandpa.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like sitting as close to him as I am you here.
Yeah.
And I had Ricky out there. And he goes, "Do you got a tape recorder in that guy?" So I'm like, let's make it progress, because he really thinks Ricky's talking.
He does a great trick where the characters will drink water and he can talk and you won't see their lips moving.
It's amazing. I might do that later. Yeah. It's unique because most of the other ventriloquists, they drink the water and the characters talk.
Then you told me that you took a break for a while and retired Ricky. Is that right?
Ricky was 27 years, and I was thinking about writing a children's book about his journeys.
Yeah.
And I was going to actually put him in this trophy box, right? And then put him in the corner.
Yeah.
And my brother, he said, "Why don't you call the Ventriloquist Museum?"
Yeah.
There's actually a Ventriloquist Museum in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky.
Yeah.
And it's a home for dummies. That's where Steve's going to retire at, by the way. So I called him up and I said, "Hey, I've got this dummy for 27 years. I've been using him." And so I actually had a scrapbook, right? And so I boxed up Ricky, and they had him on display.
Yeah.
So when I went to the next convention.
And they're moving.
No, they're not moving.
Oh.
They're rebuilding.
Rebuilding the same place, making it bigger or just...
So yes. They've got a lot of dummies that have been donated, of course, from, the Charlie McCarthy days.
Oh, yeah.
Lamb Chop.
Yes.
And then you got Terry Fader has duplicates of his characters there.
Yeah.
Jeff Dunham has duplicates of his characters there. It was pretty cool.
He's in good company.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
I sent him up in a patriotic suit outfit.
Yeah.
And so when they display him, because they do rotate them, now they're going to have more space once they build this new museum. They're keeping a couple of the buildings because there's a lot of history there.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been over there?
No, I haven't. I just saw it online.
Yeah, it's amazing. And so this new building, and I'll never forget, this was funny. We're at this convention, right? All these ventriloquists, and Jeff Dunham was there. And Jeff is speaking to, hundreds of ventriloquists.
Yeah.
Said, "Well, we're starting a new campaign." And this is him talking. "We're starting a new campaign to build this new museum." And my wife and I met with our accountant, and we decided to write a check. And so we want to make that presentation now.
Yeah.
And he pulls out, them big checks they do for promotional stuff. They pull out this big thing. Now it's covered, so they got to unveil it. They unveil it, it's for $175. Now here's Jeff Dunham that makes, back then he was making, 25, 26, 27 million a year.
Yeah.
And he unveils a check for $175.
Yeah. It was a joke.
And so my wife and I wrote a check for more than that. So when we talk to people, we'd say, "Yeah, we gave more than Jeff did." Good times. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then you got Ricky Jr. What precipitated that?
So actually, I was going to retire as a ventriloquist, and then I got Zagnut and Ricky Jr. at the same time. A friend of mine bought them for me. And then a church gave me Don Kay, the Spanish-speaking donkey.
Yeah.
And then it just blossomed from there. So it was like, here I was going to retire from this, but it's like God had different plans for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And so, you and I have
And
worked
now he has
together.
like 15 different characters. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, Dot, who we'll bring out a little bit later, was donated from a volunteer at Cox Health.
Oh, yeah.
Actually.
Nice.
So, yeah.
He just has a lot of friends, a lot of people that he has contacts with and around this area. What's your take on ventriloquism? Why get into ventriloquism? Some people don't like it. They think, well, of course, one of your characters,
Little Jeff.
Little Jeff, that's it. Little Jeff. I've heard little kids say, he's creepy.
Yeah. Yeah. There's actually, if you research the history of ventriloquism,
Yeah.
there was some, a lot of people used it that were kind of dabbling in with, if you will, Satanism and stuff like
Really?
that.
Wow.
So I was actually
Trying to make it a real magic type thing and not
well, it
not,
was.
not
It
a
was.
trick. Yeah.
Well, and I'm not saying they were doing that, but
Yeah.
people perceived that by this other character talking, it was not a good thing.
But in the lighthearted side of it, vaudeville.
Yeah.
It was used in vaudeville. There were vaudeville ventriloquists. In fact, Don Knotts
Yes.
was a ventriloquist.
That's how he started his
Yes.
comedy.
Yeah.
Was ventriloquism.
Yeah.
And it's now with ventriloquism, it is an international art, even though it's one of the smaller arts still.
Yeah.
I mean, but here in this area, we've got Jim Barber down
Yeah.
in Branson
Yeah.
that I know very well, a great guy. We also have other ventriloquists down there. We've had just recently, ventriloquist came down from New York City to move to Branson.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, there's several ventriloquists now in Branson area. Some of them teach classes.
Yeah.
I'll be on the in October. I'll be doing the Ozarks Mini Maker Fair, and I talk about the art of ventriloquism at this
Yeah.
event.
Yeah.
And so, trying to get now we got younger people coming out. Darcy Lynn was a few years ago.
Oh, yeah.
We got
She's from
younger people
Oklahoma.
coming out, and it's like, so I'm getting to that point, Steve, where I love doing it, but I'm not going to lie. COVID changed the dynamics of at least I was doing 50 to 80 events a year.
Yeah.
Now everything's been virtual, and I've done a couple live shows, but yeah, it's different now. And so I'm looking at what are we going to do next? We'll see.
Yeah.
I try to have fun even in the midst of COVID.
Yeah. Yeah.
Working at the hospital, I've seen some bad stuff. And so I really try to encourage people and be there for people. And, so yeah, I'll wear some, with my mask, I will like take my glasses off, hang it, where it's just hanging. And I'm like, now I figured out how to wear my glasses. Just little fun stuff
Yeah.
to encourage people in the midst of this.
Yeah. Do you
chaos.
still take your characters around to visit the?
They won't allow that
Oh,
at this
okay.
time, but
Yeah.
I did used to go visit the kids with the characters.
Yeah.
Zagnet's got me in trouble a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I've had to actually talk to one of our senior leaders about that. But it's all good. It's all
Yeah.
good. I just had him talk to my character, not
Yeah,
me,
talk
because
to
it wasn't
Zagnut.
me that did it.
Yeah, Zagnut. He's a mess.
He is.
Was there disciplinary action against Zagnut?
He was kicked out for a couple weeks. He was.
We talked about shows we did, but then we combined our forces and we started what we call the Veterans Variety Show. We've done that a few years together. We started small, just me and you.
Then we gained weight.
at the VFW here in town, and then at the Veterans Home in Mount Vernon. We've done a couple of shows there, and for the last 2 years, we've been doing a bigger show with other guests. And last year we had the full band that I created a band called the Veterans Variety Band to play the music for that.
And that was interesting because, when you're used to working with dummies and doing solo work like that,
Yeah.
So the first one we did, I did use my stuff.
Yes,
Right.
tracks.
But this time, yeah, it was fun performing with the live band. Yeah, that was really fun.
I knew it would be. You were kind of hesitant at first about
I
that.
was.
You
I
didn't
was.
know of how that would work.
But I think it went real well.
think it works better.
Especially the Amarillo by morning. Yeah.
What
that
did
was
I
fun.
call you when you walked out?
George, not so straight.
Yeah, that just came into my head. It was a spur of the moment thing, and I said, "Here we are, George. Here we have George, not so straight," because he was singing a George Strait song.
Good times. It was a good
Yeah.
time. It was a good time. Unfortunately, it was in the middle of COVID, and
Yeah,
we
have a
didn't
big
really
turnout.
have that. Big
we have a character. Her name is Dot. Say hi, Dot.
Hi, Dot. Hi.
Hi.
Hi,
How you-
Steve.
How you doing?
Hi.
Good to see you. Yeah.
Ah, it's so good to see you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're cuter now than ever.
She kind of has a little crush on me.
Oh my goodness.
Don't tell my wife.
It's all out love. Yeah.
So what have you been doing?
Thinking of you.
Oh, okay. Well, let's keep this professional. You said you wanted to sing a song.
Well, I'd like to sing Happy Birthday.
Okay.
Because it's your birthday.
All right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, oh Steve. 'Cause I love you. Happy birthday to you, Steve. I like you.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey,
Yay! Thank you, Dot.
What's that song you
Good
sing a
song.
lot?
Which one?
You know, you sing it a lot when you're singing with me.
Oh.
Yeah?
We do "Lean on Me"
Okay.
together. Oh. All right. Yeah. Yeah. 6 feet.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Oh, she's only got 2 feet.
I think I got COVID.
Yeah, "Lean on Me." We do that song together, and usually, when I say the name of the song, she actually does that. She leans on me.
I knew this would be a different show for your audience.
Yes, of course. What's wrong with your bill? It's like crooked. What's going on with that?
Old
Did you have an
age.
accident?
I ran into a wall.
Aw. So, you want to sing that song?
No.
Okay, good. 'Cause I don't have my guitar with me. We can do it a cappella, or as one of my former quartet members used to say, "Y'all like Mexican music?" And they would look at each other like, "What's he talking about?" He said, "We're going to sing this one Acapulco."
Acapulco. Is that like an avocado?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
Well,
Can they hear me? Testing, 1, 2.
yes, they
Testing.
can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that mic picks up
Okay,
really well.
good.
Well, thank you, Dot, for coming. Let's hear it for Dot. Yay!
Yay. See you later.
Now we have the inimitable
That's a big word.
Zagnut.
Zagnut. What does that
Zagnut.
mean?
Well, it's a candy bar. Inimitable.
Say that 5
I'm not
times.
sure.
Say that without any
I should say
ends.
the Incorrigible
Yeah.
Zagnut.
I didn't encourage. I can't even say that either. Oh my goodness. How are you doing,
Hey,
Steve?
Oh, good. How
Good
are
to
you,
see you.
Zagnut?
I'm good. Good.
Yeah,
Good. Good.
yeah.
Oh, hello there out there.
Hi.
To all the ladies, hello. Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Hanging out.
Yeah?
Yeah, in a suitcase.
Aw.
It's not nice.
Does Kerry bring you out very often?
I come out of the closet all the time.
Okay. It's not that kind of show.
Sorry. I mean, I come out of the suitcase all the time.
All right, good.
No, he
Yeah.
brings me out. He practices. Let's see if your lips move. I'm gonna watch you. I don't see your lips moving.
Neither
Very
can
good.
they.
All
All right.
right. The beauty of ventriloquism.
Yeah.